Hello, I am Professor Shalay Washington. I'm going to give you guys a quick overview or I guess a navigation of my course. So the course is Black American History, which is History 311. We start off the page with my contact information, of course, which is pinned there, academic calendar for the semester, and of course my syllabus. We come to the syllabus. Everything in this, the syllabus is concourse. This is something that I know my department, we have started implementing this semester, and it actually has made it a lot easier for professors and for students. When you talk about use of ease of use, and of course, I guess you could say uh, it's easier to use. So of course, it's in my form from the professor's form, from the professor's view. But with Concourse, as you guys can see, we have the meeting times, description, materials, course policies, institutional policies, schedule. But with Concourse, with the course policies, institutional policies, they were already implemented as soon as I downloaded as soon as I uploaded the syllabus into my course. And so not just for this course, but for every history that I teach, it was the same way. I just, of course, had to go in and add personal information, office hours, contact information, the different instructional materials for each course, the different textbooks, etc. All right. So, and then of course, right here, my new office number, it came like after the semester had started. So it's visible right here in their syllabus. I also always I'm definitely going to implement this more next semester with the syllabus quiz, because a lot of students do not utilize the syllabus as they need to. I also tell my students in person, that my students who I teach in person to also, not only view your syllabus, know your syllabus, but also download a copy of your syllabus, so that you can always be able to access the syllabus, even if something happens with Moodle, or even if your internet goes down, you have it downloaded in a sense. And so that's the same for me. I'm practicing my doctorate. I'm a doctoral student. And even with each class that I take, like I utilize, my syllabi throughout the whole entire course, literally, each time before and after I complete an assignment, just so I can kind of make sure I do know what is next, or, etc., things of that nature. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the main page. Sorry, trying to keep it quick. And so each week is broken down like this. So of course, week one, of course, it starts off, I have them dated. And I have them dated just because some of them might have think this week is this week. They got purged that week, and this week is that week for them. So I have it dated. And also I have it dated because it's easier for them to come in on their Moodle. And so they don't have to go through each week. They can just go to a particular week. And so, of course, as you guys see, chapter 1, of course, I always put an intro message. What is this chapter talking about? What is it highlighting? What assignments are due this semester? I mean, not this semester, but this week, this module. And of course, we have the module objectives that are listed under each introduction message for each chapter. And of course, with the I also have videos. And when I do implement the videos, this is a YouTube video. So they click on this link. Of course, they're going to have to click that link to go to YouTube. But I also always try to give like a caption or a description of what the video is, so they can kind of correlate it with that week's learning objectives. Of course, this is the quiz. It highlights the important terms, facts, and concepts from chapter 1, and it also tells them that they have 2 attempts on this quiz. And of course, we know with that, Moodle takes the higher of the 2. If you do, use more than 2 attempts. So I'm going to come right here to week 11, give you guys something a little, I guess, more focused in on navigating the course. And of course, like, I went to week 11 and it brought me way further than like the middle point, of course. But of course, with week 11, we do have the introduction message into chapter 10. Of course, I kind of give them, what is this chapter going to be on? Of course, the name of the chapter, the years, the time frame, etc. And of course, at the end of this chapter, what they will be able to do, which are their learning objectives for this module. Of course, this week's instructional resources, the chapter 10 PowerPoint presentation provided below, and of course, chapter 10 in the textbook. And also with week 1, we switched to a new book for Black American history. And so I did not want to utilize the old PowerPoint presentations that I had. So I didn't get my instructor's information till probably like the week later. But I will show you guys an example of the PowerPoint right here. But for this week's assignments, it has, the chapter 10 quiz, the discussion assignment, of course, both items due date and the time. And also, I do let my students know ahead of time, even though it's implemented in the syllabus, that we are going to be taking exam 1 after, this chapter, exam 2 after this chapter. I still have to put it in my introductory messages each week. I have to remind them. I have to have it placed on Moodle so it can pop up on their calendar ahead of time, because sometimes they still don't get it like that. But got to do what we have to do. But of course, even though, we're on chapter 10, I'm letting them know after we finish chapter 11 the next week, the following week, we will be taking exam 3. Of course, with the chapter 10 key term quiz, you click on the quiz, it gives you the directions, it gives you the time frame that you have to take it, to attempt it, and what time it opens and closes. Also the same for the discussion is right here. And this is another reason why I kind of can't wait till we get a different LMS system, LMS program. And the reason being is because Moodle can get very cloggy. With history, we're only on 1 week that I'm showing you. So it gets cloggy like that all the time. And I've found myself trying to hide the important information and just have them click on it. No, that does not work like that. It needs to be right there, invisible for them. So of course, with this discussion, this is just one of their many discussions that they have throughout the semester, for correspondence in between, each other, learner to learner interaction, and of course also learner instructor interaction. Students, they like to hear us, and especially our opinions on things that could be challenging, or can be provoking socially or philosophically or anything of that nature. So of course, my class, I think the cap is 35. I think we all know that, but I think I have a little, I might have 40, 41. So I just kind of split it to where it was at, last name wise, for them to choose which one. And of course, they had to write a 2-paragraph synopsis. And then with that, they have to also respond to at least 2 classmates. And of course, in my syllabus, I have the breakdown of, each assignment, each exam, their percentage, the grading scheme, all of those type of things. And of course, let me show you guys, just so you know. And then of course, it says chapter 10 key terms are underlined within the PowerPoint presentation. And the reason being is because even though our book is online and the book is very interactive, you can click on the word, it'll take you from here to there. I also place it in the PowerPoints because sometimes, you know, I might upload a lecture and they'll just kind of run through the lecture with the PowerPoint at hand. And I still try to give them the same thing that I give to my students in person. So my in-class students, they know, you know, come to class. This PowerPoint, it is posted on Moodle for you to view if you have your laptop with you in class or at your dorm, home, wherever you may be studying. But of course, this is an instructor's resource that came with the textbook. And then, of course, like I said, I just go in and I highlight I underline all of the key terms in here just so they can kind of have a better, I guess, understanding of where it's located or what it is. History is repetition. So I just kind of put it in their face for them to kind of get it installed in their head. And then, of course, visuals always, they draw them in more. And then especially we're dealing with students at a time frame right now where it's a lot of visuals. It's so many visuals. We can't keep up. But I offer this these type of PowerPoint presentations for all of the chapters, for all of the students. And of course, if we go to the next week is the same exact way. Down here, we have a different assignment. The articles attached and the questions. And the questions and directions are placed in the Word document that is right here once they download it. So this is pretty much the end of my course. You know, of course, once they get to their final exam, voila, that is it. Sorry it was so long. I didn't want to show you the video that I did, like, you know, of course with another class, but at the beginning of the semester, because I go through this syllabus with my online courses at the beginning of the semester. And it's such a long video, so I tried to make this one shorter. I think I made it 10 minutes shorter, but it's still long. So have a great one.